Science stands. Mr. Thompson here once again. Unit conversion, page 10. All right, so what we do here is we use the metric units, right? Meters, kilometers, seconds. We use a factor label method. That's what it's termed, okay, when we convert units. So one or more factors are chosen so that the unwanted units cancel. Example, right? To change 25 kilometers per hour to meters per second, you multiply by a series of factors so that the units you do not want will cancel out and the units that you want remain. So notice how it's set up here. You have kilometers per hour. So now you know that for every kilometer there's 1,000 meters. So this is like a factor label, right? Essentially it's a unit factor because 1,000 meters is a kilometer. Now you want to get rid of the hours and you want seconds, right, to be down below on the bottom because that's really what we're going for, meters per second. So we know an hour is 60 minutes. This is again another unit factor. And 1 minute is 60 seconds. Now notice how the units cancel off. Kilometers cancels off, right? The meters remains, hours cancels off, and minutes cancels off, leaving seconds remaining. So you have meters and you have seconds. So let's try an example here. Convert 36 kilometers per hour to centimeters per second. So first of all, you write it as 36 kilometers per 1 hour. Okay? Now what you want to do is you want it into centimeters, so you know that probably going to meters would be the best choice first. So I have 1,000 meters in every 1 kilometer. But I don't want to stop at meters, I want centimeters. So I know that there are 100 centimeters in every 1 meter. Now the seconds part, right? Well, we have to do the same thing that's shown up above here. You have an hour is 60 minutes, and then you have 1 minute is 60 seconds. So now let's take a look at the units and make sure they all cancel off. Kilometers cancels off, you have meters canceling off, hours is canceling off, and minutes is canceling off, leaving me with centimeters and seconds. All right, getting my calculator out here. So I'm going to multiply straight across with the denominator, the numerator, and so times 1,000 times 100, and then times 1 times 1. Now I want to divide that by 60 twice, okay, or 60 times 60. All right, so I have 100, and the units that remain are centimeters per second, okay? I'll show you how to do one more here. Let's complete the following. Carry out the following conversions using the factor label method. So 50 grams per milliliter to grams per liter. So 50 grams for every 1 milliliter. Now what I want is I want the unit of liters on the bottom. So we're going to multiply that by 1,000 milliliters for every 1 liter. Now I've taken care of the milliliter to liter conversion. Now I want to make sure I just multiply straight across, and we've got 50 times 1,000 should be 50,000. So we usually do this instead of 50,000 grams per liter. What we do is we write it in scientific notation, noticing that there's really only 2 significant digits there, and so we call it 5.0 times 10 to the 4 grams per liter. Okay? Thank you very much for joining me on that. If you have any questions, please let me know.